The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. It is 71 degrees and some spotty rain all morning, depending on where you are. There's some flooding on some of the highways, so be careful. And also, I'll give you a traffic update on why the Dan Ryan inbound is a mess in just about 120 seconds, so stay here for that. That's kind of the bad stuff. The good stuff is we're here.
Hello.
Let's go.
We made it.
312-591-8300. Give us that proof of life check-in. Casey here. You good?
Hi, good morning.
You good?
Hi, I'm here. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Case was going to try to get a ticket and go solo to the Cubs-Sox game last night, but he didn't make it.
Oh, what a game.
What a damn
You
game.
should have went.
No, I know. One of my many life regrets.
No,
I know. You should have a lot.
He was afraid of the lightning, though. He said, can I come over?
Valid to be scared of lightning.
Thank you, Kenzie. I appreciate that.
That's how you know my traumatic story.
Oh, wait, your friend got struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8th grade, she passed away.
Holy
Isn't that
crap.
insane? Is that insane?
It is terrible.
So now, whenever my kids are outside and it starts to rain, I'm like, get inside! And I just become a psychotic, unreasonable parent because of lightning. And yeah, you can't help it.
It's the tragic story of the movie La Bamba, too.
Is it really?
You seen La Bamba, the movie?
No, haven't gotten around to it.
Okay, that's got to
Wait a
get on the
minute.
list.
Now, why don't I remember that?
So,
I didn't know lightning was in that
Chase
movie.
earmuffs.
well, should we really get... I didn't think at 6:04 on Wednesday I was
Hold
going
on.
to get...
I got somebody on hold. Let me take this call. You give La Bamba spoilers, and I won't hear them, okay?
Okay, everybody earmuffs if you don't want to know what happened. Because I feel like I've seen this, but why don't I not remember it?
So if you remember, it doesn't involve lightning, but involves a...
What?
It doesn't
Earmuffs?
involve lightning. For a minute in my head, I thought it involved lightning.
I was going to say, I don't recall it involving...
Well, if you remember in the beginning of the movie, he's a little kid. He's having a flashback,
Yeah.
a nightmare, and it's two planes collide over a playground when he's in grade school, and one of the planes lands on his friend and kills his friend.
Okay.
So then he's afraid of planes his whole life, and then he dies in a plane crash at 16 years old. Spoiler alert. This happened
Well, we said it. We gave tons of notice.
This happened 70 years ago.
Okay, so I knew all of that. I was like, did lightning cause the I didn't remember the lightning part.
For some reason, I thought of lightning, and I was just really remembering because you had a friend that died tragically of something from the sky, and that's how I remembered it. And then it was a plane that landed on Richie Valens' friend, and that's what the song Bye Bye Miss American Pie is about. You know, the day the music died,
Yeah.
and Richie Valens part of that when he died the plane crash with Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I didn't think I was going to get off on all this. Casey, you back yet, or no? You took your headphones off?
Good. Now we
Can
can
I
watch
pop
La
back in?
Bamba.
You can watch La Bamba now. It's going to be okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's a
Brian was
fantastic.
slightly wrong. Don't worry about it. You missed something. You missed something interesting.
Just slightly wrong.
Can I give a really positive, not adjacent to what we're talking about, shout out though? Because I'm very excited. Because something happened to me for the first time ever today. It's never happened to me.
Okay, sure. We'll start with that.
Okay? At 3:45 in the morning,
Yes.
somebody paid for my coffee ahead of me when I pulled up to the drive-thru window.
What?
And I was so, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was just so happy. And then there was nobody behind me because it's 3:45 in the morning, so I couldn't like pay it forward.
Oh, that's good stuff.
So I'm like, well, I just get, woohoo!
So it's even better because it's the drive-through line. Like they didn't
Yes.
see who you were or anything.
No, it was so nice. Who was that nice at 3:45 in the morning?
I don't know.
I was just like, oh my goodness. I was just so happy. It's never happened to me before. Ever.
Now, when you left, did he wait for you to pull up on the side and go,
No, because I was nervous about that.
hey, just so you know, I bought you coffee over there. You know,
Because he wasn't like, he was like a man's man. He had like
Yeah.
had a big old pickup truck, and then he had like a Marine Corps sticker in the corner.
Hell
Like,
yes.
all
Cool.
he was like super badass, and I'm like, well, he could kill me, obviously. So I really hope through and through he's just a nice guy.
I think he defended your freedom
Yeah.
to get a free coffee.
And then he also bought my coffee. Like, you've done enough, sir.
Yeah.
You know? And I was just very happy.
Thank you for your service. Whoever that is out there, you know who you are.
Yeah, I was blown away.
Do you want to call it that location, whatever it
It
was?
was the Dunkin' Donuts in Elgin connected to the gas station. Holla. Thank you so much. I don't know streets or anything. I'm not
my
that kind of
bad.
person.
All right, well, listen. I think everybody should try to do that this morning if you have an extra couple bucks on
Because
you.
boy, did it make my day.
Look
Because
at
it's
that.
never happened to me.
Wow.
Like, all these good things happen to people, and it's just not usually me. And I was just very excited.
That was a great way to get out of the lightning and the plane crash La Bamba story.
Well, yeah, I know. I was like, good luck struck me, you know?
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And it's pretty simple to put it out there. Maybe you know the answer to this.
Yes.
Why pancake syrup should not be kept near tractors?
What?
There's a
First off, what do you mean pancake syrup? You mean syrup?
syrup for pancakes. I know you can put it on Eggos and
Well,
French
you put on
toast.
waffles, French toast. I mean, it's not just one thing. Or is there pancake syrup? Is it something else?
There is syrup for all those items.
Okay, so it's syrup. So let's reword it. Why syrup?
Kenzie, that was the most impressive math you've ever done. That was deductive reasoning.
Thank you. Thank you.
I guess I just kind of want pancakes right now.
No kidding. I
I've
just didn't understand.
been in a weird mode lately because pancakes, when I eat them now, it's like Ambien. I gotta give myself 2 hours for a nap after pancakes. Is that happening to you or
But
no?
you take like 4-hour naps a day anyways, though.
Not every day. Lately, I've had no naps. It's been very rough. And I know if I had a pancake now, oh my God, I'd be gone for like
You
7
would-
hours.
You would hit the ground like a bear
Yeah.
hibernating.
I want to know if anybody can eat pancakes and then just be energetic.
I'm going to say something that's going to get me in so much trouble.
Oh, this is going to be good.
I don't like pancakes.
What the hell?
I know. I don't really like breakfast.
Imagine somebody going into work this morning. I was listening to the radio and this crazy woman said she doesn't like pancakes. What the hell?
I've actually had somebody curse me out before, and I'm like, well, isn't there just like more for you? I'm not going to steal your pancakes. Breakfast food does nothing for me.
So you're saying you don't like eggs and bacon either?
No, like I eat like what are you supposed to do? So I guess I eat it sometimes because it's like it's there.
What are you supposed to do?
Well, it's like you're like everyone gets like all worked up, but I absolutely heat up lunch food. Like I would eat a burger right now. And you know what makes me mad is if I put an egg on a burger, it's appropriate. If I could have steak, and if I put an egg next to it, now it's okay. I just want it without the egg. What's the big deal?
Do you remember Wendy's before they had breakfast? They called it burgers for breakfast.
Amen.
It was great.
They've never disappoint me.
Yeah, Wendy's is
I
on
wonder what
point.
genius thought of that promotion.
I just that's what I want. I just want normal food. I don't know why I have to eat different food because lunch and dinner
Okay.
are similar.
Okay, first off, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. This is America.
I feel everyone gets upset. And I hate brunch. I hate it. And
Well,
everybody wants to go.
I don't.
I just want lunch. I don't want eggs in my burrito. I just want a burrito.
So anyway, this pancake syrup.
So you got it near your tractor, right?
That's right. You should not put pancake syrup near a tractor, and we'll tell you at 6:30 why.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Well, time for a fact that makes your brain go. Why do you keep your pancake syrup away from tractors?
Someone said, well, what am I going to put next to my tractor now? I think that's so funny.
Well, not syrup, not pancake syrup. Now, this kind of went viral over the internet because it was a certain brand of pancake syrup called from the Super Tasty brand. Now, it's distributed by the United Arab Emirates, and this is the problem. The warning said do not freeze and keep away from tractor and sun. That's what the warning label said.
And sun.
And the sun. And the sun.
Oh, I think you meant like tractor and your son.
Well, listen.
Like your child.
Sons love pouring extra syrup on everything,
What
right?
I mean, you keep it out of their hands, those little thiefy hands.
So people went through this deep dive on it and tried to research in medical forums of why you can't have a syrup near a tractor. And they couldn't find the answer. And finally, someone some brave person went out there and realized it was translated from Arabic. And tractor and heat are very close for some reason in the Arabic language. So really it just said keep away from heat and the sun.
Oh.
It had nothing to do with the tractor. But
These poor farmers have been avoiding this for years. All the extra effort.
Yeah, but farmers just kind of go out and they put something in a tree and syrup comes out of it. I always see that in cartoons and stuff
They
like
put
that.
something in a tree. They put like a spick in the tree. Like
Well,
you
those
hit it.
faucets, and they can just turn it and syrup comes
It's
out.
not a faucet.
It looks like a
It's
faucet.
not- you put like a hollowed out, like the old school would be like used a mallet and you almost got like a wood piece and it would come out.
Have you done this before?
Well, no, I haven't harvested, but like that's how you get like the syrup. But it's not necessarily sweet like that. Like then you have to make syrup out of it. That's more like it's like the sap that you're getting.
I got to say, when you go to a nice breakfast spot and they say they have, real maple syrup,
Yeah.
I don't like it. I like,
You like the process stuff?
yes, give me that Aunt Jemima. So they changed the name, right? Didn't
I think they changed the logo.
Oh, the logo.
Yeah.
This is-
No, actually, isn't it General Milling syrup now or something?
General Milling?
I swear. Hold on, General Milling Company.
We're all Googling Aunt Jemima.
Pearl Milling. It's not Aunt Jemima. It's Pearl Milling Company.
Oh, man, they're erasing our history.
But what is the syrup called? Is it called
Pearl Milling
Yeah,
Company.
it's called Pearl Milling.
Well, that's,
Pearl Milling.
that's a bad name.
Listen, so my son Tristan is so particular about
So
like his
into Aunt
brands.
Jemima?
Like so particular about brands though. And so I pull this syrup out because he like Aunt Jemima and he's like, oh, I want my old syrup. I'm like, it is? I don't want to hear about it. It's a new logo. Like I'm like, because sometimes I buy the stuff on sale.
Yeah.
And I have to like hide the box because I'm like, those waffles different. It's like a whole thing. I actually have to throw packaging away, just store waffles in Ziploc bags so I don't have to deal with it. And so he saw this and I go, it's lit. I cannot get you the old label. You have to understand it's gone. You have to kiss it goodbye.
Let's go
It's
to Google.
Pearl Milling
Let's go
Company.
to Google Images and put it on the bottle. Because listen, I get that we should move forward and evolve, but I don't think anybody was complaining about that logo. And it was very iconic in the grocery store. You could spot it right away. That's the Aunt
Even
Jemima
if you
syrup.
change it, Pearl Milling Company kind of sucks.
What's it look like? The logo.
It's just words.
Oh.
And there's the red. It's boring. There's no pearl inside.
Man, they don't even have Aunt Jemima syrup on eBay. I went to look to see if I could get Kenzie
no.
some for her son, but they don't even have it on eBay anymore. It's really lost to history.
They just cleaned it out. They erased it.
Wow.
Damn.
Pearl Milling Company.
I mean, pour one out for Aunt Jemima. At least we forget.
Right, because you could always see it and
well, she
spot it
put
very
in the
easily.
work for all those years. She made it famous, and
That's
then just
right.
take it away from her.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, well. It's still the same syrup, I guess.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why can't you put syrup in the sun? Isn't syrup better when it's heated up?
No, it can be heated right when you eat it, but it can't stay in the sun or heat for a long time because then it gets bacteria.
Okay, that's
Bacteria grows in it because you don't put it in the fridge. You can put syrup in the fridge, but you don't have to.
I think I put mine in the fridge.
You don't have to. Do you put yours in the fridge?
No.
Yeah,
It's
you don't.
very difficult to pour.
It gets.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But there's something about for some
It's like
reason.
putting magic shell in the fridge is a nightmare.
But you got to put that in there, right?
No, then it hardens.
I know, but magic shell should be in the fridge.
Absolutely not. It would be a solid. That's the stuff that turns to a hard coating on your ice cream
I'm
once it
aware.
touches cold.
You don't think I haven't eaten magic shell?
I know, I'm aware. But you obviously must have forgotten the scientific concept behind it. Because if you put it in the fridge, it gets cold and it becomes a solid. It's a liquid when it's warm.
What's
Slash room
magic shell? I don't know what that is.
Magic shell is like chocolate sauce. Good lord.
Oh, Brian's definitely had this.
Yeah, it's chocolate sauce, and once you pour it on top of the ice cream and it gets cold, it hardens. So that way it's like a chocolate shell instead of just sauce. So obviously, if you put it in the fridge, there's no way to pour it because the entire shell would form in the bottle.
Why do I always think we kept it in the fridge? I don't have any right now.
Well, you would have none if you put it in the fridge.
See, we have the Hershey's syrup for ice cream, which is in the fridge, and then you nuke it for a minute, and then you pour it on your ice cream, and it becomes this big melty mess. It's delicious.
That sounds like hot fudge. It sounds like a different thing.
No, it's Hershey syrup. It's like a syrupy coating. It's just not called magic shell. It doesn't freeze
Magic
up.
shell you cannot put in the in the fridge.
I don't remember. I remember I used to drink magic shell like out of the bottle. It's so good.
You should call Megan and find out what's in your fridge right now with in terms of your ice cream toppings.
Hmm.
Because I want to make sure you have the right things.
I know right now that we have caramel, we have the Hershey syrup thing, and I have whipped cream, and we have sprinkles that are not in the fridge.
Do you have strawberry sauce?
No, I don't like that
Dude,
crap.
you got to get strawberry sauce.
Really?
Oh, that's where it's at.
I like to buy I can never say this word, maraschino cherries.
Try it again.
I just do it fast. Maraschino cherries. Maraschinos. Maracas. But I buy that, and then I eat none of the cherries. I just pour the juice out. I like the cherry juice.
They call it compost, I think, the stuff that's left over.
No. Compost. That's what you make when you put like a bunch of trash together.
Compote.
Compote is also different.
Compote is like when you get pancakes with blueberries on it. It's a sauce that comes after they want it all over.
Grinding up a chutney. Like you can't. That's how you make a compote. Like you blend like the fruits together. That's different. Also, what is going on with you today?
Put compost on your ice cream. It'd be great.
A compote.
Compote.
But also not the same. I just like the cherry juice from the maracas.
The maracas.
Wait, what was that word?
Maraschinos.
Yeah, well, there you go. Anyway, you don't you can put your syrup wherever you want. Put it next to a tractor if you want to. It's fine. It was just a bad translation on this syrup. Speaking of pancakes, Nate Bargatze has a great bit about pancakes.
The best.
Well, when I mentioned that I can't eat pancakes because it's like taking Ambien. It just takes a whole day.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We'll have Gil Curtis with your headlines of the day here in just about 2 minutes. Don't go nowhere. And what a Cubs game, Sox game last night. Holy crap. Sports coming up around 7. We'll recap. I got the audio in case you missed it in the storms and the rain delay. But first, in a way to be accurate, we play some of the greatest audio in Chicago without question that you hear on this show. And we want to also make it fair that when we talk about some story and have a good time with it, that if there's an update on it, because news stories will come and go. They might be about a person or a thing, and you're like, oh, my God, it's terrible, and you never hear the end of it, how it changed maybe. That's what happened with this story. So it was the guy that we played the audio of that was on a Zoom call into court for a traffic stop, and then he was driving, and the judge was like, he's on a suspended license. What the hell is he doing here? Well, that audio will play that. The second part of the audio is an update from him where it turns out it was a clerical error, and his suspended license was supposed to be turned to a drivable license 2 years ago. And a clerical error said it was still on a suspended license. So here's the original audio we played.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually.
This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving, and he didn't have a license.
Okay, so that's what happened, and it was very funny. We played that audio because the guy's driving in court talking about a suspended license. That's not what happened at all. Actually, it turns out it was a clerical error. He was supposed to be able to drive, but he was going to court by Zoom about another traffic stop. Which, listen, I just got a ticket on Clybourne for going 11 over. I got another $100 speeding ticket. So don't judge this man for all the times he's going to court for traffic violations. That's what I'm saying.
Well, we all be speeding.
Don't judge me either.
A few of us get caught.
I don't even know where this camera is. I know where all the cameras in the city are. And I'm not saying speed. Like, don't go 100 miles an hour in a 40 because there's kids out there. But I was just going, I don't even know how I was going 11 over on Clybourne because it's backed up so much on the way to Costco. I never get more than 5 miles an hour.
Some of these, I will say, some of these speed limits are ridiculous.
Meaning they're too low?
Yes. What are we doing? Like, I've been at a 30 before, not in like a neighborhood, but I'm like, why? Does nobody have anywhere to go? What is the deal?
I'm not saying my 2019 Nissan Rogue is a high-performance vehicle, but it idles at about 20. I mean, I can't get it lower than 20.
Well, you just can't.
I can't.
You can't do it. Maybe lean your seat back a little. I think you're just too close. You can't move your foot.
You have no idea how far back my seat is leaned in that car. No one can sit behind me.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm just saying.
Look at those jumbo legs.
So here's what the guy did afterward. He explained that it's kind of ruined his life, this viral video, because it's not true. It was a clerical error that said his license was suspended, and now he's getting ostracized.
They were supposed to have lifted it 2 years ago, but they didn't. It's very embarrassing. And with the type of ties that I have with the church and the community, it's very embarrassing.
He's very embarrassed that he's going viral. So
I feel bad for him. He seems like a sweet guy.
well, I will say, don't go too far on that path.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, I'm not saying he's a horrible person. I think he had a child support issue going on where, that's what got his license suspended in the first place somehow.
He had his license suspended because of child support?
I don't know what they do with child support problems. I have no idea, and I don't plan on ever finding out.
Huh.
I'm going to take care of Harper the rest of my life.
Sure.
They're like, your ass can't go anywhere till you pay this money? Is that like the concept?
I have no idea. They just said that it was related to that incident of a child support situation.
Huh.
I don't know. If there's somebody out there that's had that situation, they can talk about that. But also, it's kind of depressing, so I kind of don't want to talk about that. I'm just looking for information here. It says his driver's license was suspended in 2010 for unpaid child support. But a judge rescinded that suspension because he caught up.
Okay, maybe he's going through a rough patch.
Listen, we all go through rough patches.
Yeah, so you're being very judgy. He was just trying to get another job or something. You're spitting in his face.
That's not what I was
And he couldn't
doing.
even get another job because they took his license away. He's like, well, how am I supposed to get there?
I'm
trying
saying,
to work.
Listen, as
Boots on the
much as we just talk about how much I like pancakes, my baby's going to eat before me. You know what I mean? If I'm in that situation, if I'm in a rough patch, I'm going to eat a little bit, but, I'm going to pass the rest of the food on to
I'm
Harper.
hungry, too.
Listen, I got to eat. I'm a big
come
guy.
on
You're
now.
the one going to work now that you think about it.
That's
You need more
right.
energy.
Yeah, I need gas in the tank, too. But yeah, I do feel, the guy, now he's on viral for being funny and all that, but it's like, just to correct that situation, because we played it, is that he was supposed to be okay driving. He didn't know, and the judge was just dumbfounded on his part. The judge reacted the same way, too, the right way. It's a clerical error. Someone didn't put it in right.
Clerical. I've never heard that word.
Clerical?
You've never heard the word clerical?
Clerical error. What does that mean? Like behind the desk error?
Like there's a clerk. A clerk can be a man or a
So
woman.
the clerk made a mistake.
Well, the
Why
clerical.
do they come up with words for everything? So a clerk made a mistake.
You've never heard the word clerical before?
No, I was clerical.
Kenzie's question just now was, why do we come up with words for everything?
Because we already have words for that.
Well, what would be better then?
Oh, the clerk made a mistake. It's
Or
like, no, we need a word for that.
Yeah, a data error, records error.
Yeah, how many words do we need for the same thing?
I think clerical's been around a
What
minute.
if it wasn't the clerk? What if somebody else did it?
It could have been someone else.
Now it's a different word?
You want to look at the origin of clerical?
That's a receptionist error because it's a reception. Like, is there a new word?
Don't start making up words.
Well, maybe it's real. I think clerical sounds made up to me.
Clerical. A job or person concerned with relating to work in an office, especially routine documentation and administrative tasks. Clerical.
Clerical.
How do you, Dr. Phil?
I just can't say it right.
It was a responsibility of the clerk to get the clerical error all taken care of.
Let's make up a word for that. Because that's not good enough.
It's been around a minute, but anyway, it was a clerical error. So there you go. Say maraschino cherries again.
Marshinos.
There you go. Here's Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. The new Star Wars series hit Disney Plus last night. At this point, Star Wars is basically Taco Bell. Every new thing is just the same 6 or 7 ingredients in slightly different proportions. Cyndi Lauper has announced her farewell tour. It's called Golden Girls Just Want to Have Fun. A new survey found that the majority of middle-class Americans say they struggle financially. Some say they can hardly afford getting their next tattoo. Dr. Pepper is now the second most popular soda in the U.S. It joins Dr. Phil as yet more proof that America loves fake doctors. And Kenny G turned 68 today. For those of you who aren't familiar, he's the patron saint of calm elevator rides. This is not headline news.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.